Here's something almost nobody tells you when you buy your first crypto. Your wallet doesn't actually hold any cryptocurrency, not a single coin, not a single token. And once you understand what it actually holds and what happens when someone else holds it instead, you'll never think about crypto security the same way again. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what type of wallet you need, how to avoid the mistakes that have cost real people hundreds of millions of dollars, and the one thing even experienced crypto holders get completely wrong. That last part, it reframes everything. Stick around for it. All right, let's get into it. First, the basics. And there's a twist right out of the gate. Your wallet doesn't store crypto. It stores a private key, a cryptographic password that proves you own assets recorded on the blockchain. Think of it this way. The blockchain is a safety deposit box that exists everywhere at once. Your wallet holds the key. Lose the key, lose access. No bank manager to call, no customer service line, just gone. That key comes in two forms. Your public key is basically your address, like an email you can share with anyone. Your private key you never ever share. The human-readable backup of that private key is called a seed phrase, usually 12 or 24 words in a specific order. Those words are your wallet. Everything else is just a container. With that foundation, the hot wallet versus cold wallet question becomes simple. A hot wallet connects to the internet. A cold wallet doesn't. That's the whole distinction. But the implications are enormous. Here's where most beginners make their first mistake. They sign up for Coinbase or Binance, buy some crypto, and think they have a wallet. They don't. They have an account. The exchange holds the keys. You have a promise, and that's it. In November 2022, roughly 1 million FTX customers found out what that promise was worth. FTX was the second largest crypto exchange in the world. Sam Bankman-Fried was on magazine covers, testifying before Congress, considered by many the most trustworthy face in crypto. Then a CoinDesk report revealed that billions in customer funds had been misappropriated. Within days, FTX filed for bankruptcy. Withdrawals froze. One Reddit user described it as watching your retirement disappear in a weekend. Bankman-Fried was convicted on all 7 counts of fraud in November 2023 and sentenced to 25 years in prison the following March. The customers who had moved their crypto to their own wallets before the collapse, they lost nothing. The ones who left it on the exchange lost everything. Bitcoin educator Andreas Antonopoulos said it back in 2014, and FTX proved it at scale. Not your keys, not your coins. So, step 1, and you can do this today for free. If your crypto is sitting on an exchange, move it to a non-custodial software wallet. MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Exodus. These are free apps where you hold the private key. That single move is the difference between owning crypto and owning a promise. 20 minutes, $0, real ownership. Now here's where it gets interesting. Software wallets are solid, but they're connected to the internet, which means they're exposed. Always-on connection equals always-on attack surface. Phishing emails, malware, fake browser extensions that look exactly like the real ones. In 2022 alone, Chainalysis tracked $3.8 billion in stolen crypto, the worst year on record, and the majority came from hot wallet attacks. That's where hardware wallets come in. Devices like the Ledger Nano X or the Trezor Model 1. They look like a USB thumb drive with a tiny screen. When you plug one in to approve a transaction, you physically press 2 buttons on the device itself. That physical gesture is the security. Malware on your computer cannot authorize a transaction without your hands on the device. Your private key never touches the internet, ever. Ledger has sold over 6 million devices. Trezor has shipped over 2 million since 2014. The hardware wallet market, valued at $285 million in 2022, is projected to exceed $1.7 billion by 2030. Security awareness is growing fast. Here's the honest version though. Hardware wallets aren't magic. In July 2020, Ledger, the company, suffered a marketing database breach. 272,000 customers had their names, home addresses, and phone numbers leaked online. The crypto itself was untouched, but the stolen data immediately fueled phishing campaigns. Perfectly branded emails telling users to update their firmware by entering their seed phrase on a fake site. People lost everything. Some received physical threats at their home addresses. The tool they bought for security made them a target. Hardware wallets are the right move for anyone with meaningful holdings. Security experts generally put the threshold around $1,000, where a $59 Trezor becomes a no-brainer. But the device alone isn't enough, which brings us to the part I've been saving. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe. I drop videos like this every week. And the best part is literally next. The wallet doesn't hold your crypto. The seed phrase does. This sounds like a small distinction. It's not. It changes everything. Your crypto exists on the blockchain. Your seed phrase is the master key to that blockchain address. The hardware wallet, the physical device, is just a secure place to store and use that key. If Ledger and Trezor both went bankrupt tomorrow, you wouldn't lose a single coin. Import your seed phrase into any compatible wallet software and your crypto is right there. The device is replaceable. The seed phrase is not. And this is where the Fort Knox paradox hits. In January 2021, a programmer named Stefan Thomas went public with a nightmare. He had 7,002 Bitcoin, worth around $220 million at the time, stored on an encrypted iron key drive. He'd lost the piece of paper with the password. The iron key allows 10 attempts before it permanently self-encrypts. He'd already used 8. 2 attempts left, hundreds of millions of dollars, and a piece of paper he couldn't find. That's not a cold wallet failure, that's a seed phrase management failure, and it happens at every level. A hardware wallet with a seed phrase stored in Google Docs is less secure than a free MetaMask wallet with a seed phrase etched in steel and kept in a fireproof safe. Security isn't the device, it's the key management. The most secure safe in the world is useless if you tape the combination to the door. So here's the real framework. Keep the bulk of your crypto in a hardware wallet. Write your seed phrase on paper, then etch it in steel if the amount warrants it. Never store it digitally, never photograph it. Keep 10 to 20% of what you actively use in a software wallet for convenience. That's the setup most serious crypto security experts actually use. 12 words, 24 words, in the right order. That's all that stands between you and complete irreversible ownership. No bank, no intermediary, no one who can freeze it, seize it, or lose it on your behalf. Total freedom, total responsibility. So there you have it, the real difference between hot and cold wallets, the hidden risks most people ignore, and the truth even experienced crypto holders miss. The wallet is just a container. The seed phrase is the treasure. Protect accordingly. If this helped, share it with someone who's still keeping their crypto on an exchange. It might be the most valuable thing you send them this year. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to go deeper, I've got something coming on how to actually set up a hardware wallet from scratch, step by step. That one's worth waiting for.